All right, so we just got here to Kissimmee, and I'm doing a vlog series for MISSILEBAITS. So we're gonna take y'all through the journey of the Opens, all 8 of them. I'm gonna give you all a little look on our trucks here. We've got stuff everywhere. Kind of pretty scenery. Go through the boat. Got stuff absolutely everywhere. Everyone, this is Bryant.
What's up?
From Mississippi. I spent a week in Southwest Florida, in Fort Myers. Came from Virginia. We've got, what do we have, 10 days?
10 days.
We have 10 days to practice. We're at Grape Hammock in the south end of Kissimmee for a week. And then we're going up to Toho for, what, 4 days?
Oh, yeah.
4 days. I think Trait's coming down Tuesday to practice with us. I'm gonna take y'all through the house in a little bit. Well, it's a cabin, and we had one night at it. Now we're moving to a trailer, which I think is bigger. So y'all stay tuned. It's gonna be a cool little vlog series, and hope y'all like it. All right, so these are the living quarters for the next week before we go to Toho. So give you a little look out here. Let's walk in here. Take a look at the kitchen here. We'll walk. Bryant, say hey.
What's up?
Yes, sir. We got one bedroom over here. And then my bedroom. It's got 2 twins in it. So that's where we'll be for the next week. Pretty nice.
5 of those would make your day, wouldn't it?
Oh my gosh.
All that right here on this corner, if that's there, there's others.
As you can see, I'm out here doing tackle. Today is the meeting. Tomorrow's the tournament. Practice was slow. I've got a few good areas. I'm gonna be locking through to Kissimmee tomorrow. Start in Toho and then go to Kissimmee. Basically what's been working for me is swim jig, a fluke, D-bomb, and a chatterbait. So that's what I'm gonna be chucking tomorrow. Looking for like 12 to 13 pounds. I think that'll be solid. And you never know when you're gonna catch a big one. So we'll see what happens.
Tuck your engines, please rise and remove your cap for the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh my God. We watched that tournament last night. Just on YouTube.
How's that? Told you. That's a decent fish right there. That's a good fish. There you go, Bubba. How's that?
Oh, gosh.
How's that?
Nice.
How's that?
so just wrapped up the first Bassmaster Open of the year. My first Bassmaster Open on the front of the boat. So I just want to give you all a little bit of kind of my insight on what I learned, what I used, and my practice. So I'm just going to start from my practice. So my practice, I was staying on the south end of Kissimmee, and I spent most of my time in Kissimmee practicing, which turns out was not a very good plan. So I found some decent stuff in Kissimmee, and my game plan for day one of the tournament was to hit a starting spot in Toho, because I wanted to kind of let the lock filter out, and then go around 9:30 to Kissimmee and hit my 2 spots down there. So I show up at my starting spot on Toho day one, and I catch one 2-pounder, and I moved a big one. So I was like, all right, you know, and I'm fishing shallow, super shallow, like a foot and a half of water. Then I was like, all right, I'm gonna go lock through. So I went and locked through, ran all the way down to Kissimmee, and I caught one more fish. And it was like probably noon when I came back. So I'm like, what am I gonna do? So I went to a brush pile that I had found in practice, and I caught a 4-pounder. Only weighed in 3 fish on day one for 712, I think, which was way down the board. So I had to go home, back to the house, and just formulate a new game plan for, you know, for day 2. Like, I couldn't do that, waste all that time locking through. I had to just fish Toho. So I made up my mind I'm gonna go offshore. That's what I'm gonna do. So I showed up at a spot I'd never fished, and my co-angler caught 6 fish in probably 6 casts. I mean, it couldn't have been 10 minutes. He had a limit in the boat with a rattle trap. I'm like, all right, and they were all small fish, like 12, 13-inch fish. So I figured I got to figure out a way to catch these bigger fish. So I pulled out a 4-inch swim bait, caught one on a jerk bait, and I stayed at this spot until 2:30 in the afternoon. So we were there for 5 or 6 hours, and I had probably 10 pounds. My one good fish right there caught on a Texas rig black and blue Cinco, and another I had a 4-pounder on that, and about a 2.5 on a Texas rig fluke. So about 2:30 rolls around, I'm like, we gotta move. You know, I need some bigger fish. So I moved just a quarter mile out from it, where there's a grass mat. Bruce, stop! And this is what we deal with dogs. Bruce, no. So I go to this grass mat and I sit off of it, and you can see the hydrilla everywhere. And I take my Texas rig Cinco, and I manage to catch a 5-pounder and a 4.5-pounder in 30 minutes, and called out my 2 smallest fish, and ended up weighing in 16.7 or 16 something on day 2. Went from like 140th place to 47th place. So I've salvaged the tournament. I'm sitting good in points. I'm not out of it by any means, so I'm super stoked to get back at it in April. Next tournament's in Louisville. It's in Texas. And you know, we're just gonna go from there and see what happens. We got a lot going on. Got the Bassmaster Classic coming up. Not fishing it this year. Hopefully I'll be fishing it next year. I'm not happy that I'm back in Virginia. It's 26 degrees out here. It's freezing cold. Wind chill's probably like in the teens. But you know, I hope y'all got some good, you know, insight on this. I've learned a lot. The nerves probably won't get any better for forever. So